done with my campus rep interview. And what that is for those of you who don't know, after my program, when I go back to my school, if I get this position, I get to tell everybody in person how awesome the Disney College program is. And then it's pretty cool because I get to keep some of the same perks. I don't get paid, but that's okay. I mean, the perks are awesome. Go to the parks for free. Granted, it's a little bit more of a drive than where I am now, but it's awesome. My interview. So basically, for those of you wondering about it, it was supposed to be via Skype, and I was freaking out. So I'll tell you the story. So I logged into Skype, and everything's good and great, and I'm excited. I'm ready for this interview. I'm nervous, of course. And then I'm waiting, and and my interview time was 11, and they say that if you're more than 10 minutes late for your interview, then you're no longer going to be considered. And so I'm like, okay, I can be this. And I'm logged in like 20 minutes beforehand. And then it gets to be 11:05, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they haven't called me. I haven't called them. So I was like, okay, I'm going to message them. Maybe I misread something. I was like, hello, am I supposed to call? Or are you supposed to? Is it video or strictly audio? And I never heard anything. I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm having a meltdown. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to like lose out. And then 11:06, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not responding, freaking out. And so I look at my Skype, I'm on invisible. And I'm like, why am I on invisible? Especially right now, that makes no sense. And so I changed that, and then it gets to be like 11:08, and I still haven't heard anything. And I'm like, I'm gonna miss my opportunity for this interview, and it's gonna be awful. And so finally, I'm just like, do I call? Do I call? And then I hit call. And Vista Way Internet, let me tell you, it's not the best. Definitely not the best. And so we start talking, and it's going good for a while. And then all of a sudden, he starts getting really blocky, and I can't understand what he's saying. And I was like, hey, I'm sorry, what was that? I'm sorry, what was that? And like 3 times, I felt so bad. But, so we did that for a while, and then my internet gave out. So I had to reset my internet. And then it happened again, and I had to reset it again. And then finally, he messaged me saying, I'm just gonna call you. And I was like, thank you, that's perfect. I'm so sorry, because I felt so bad. I felt like that looked really awful. But so I finished it. A lot of questions. It's just, they ask a lot about yourself and like your experience with the Disney College program. They give you like a situational based kind of question. Like if someone says they had a bad experience, how would you tell them or explain to them what would you say in that situation? And then also they ask you all kinds of questions just about yourself, your involvement back home, leadership positions. And then they ask me my favorite Disney character. I don't know why, but I just froze. I was like, favorite Disney character? Yeah, about that. I like so-and-so, and then I went to explain it, and I kind of ran with it. I don't know what I was going for with it. It was kind of nerve-wracking, but that's okay. And then it ended, and I got to ask questions. So it always looks good to ask questions. So if you have any good questions for them, be sure to ask it. Any questions at all, because it sounds like when you ask questions, it makes you sound really interested. And since it was Skype, here's like a tip. Dress up, because A, they're going to see you, so you look like you tried for your interview. And then B, you're going to feel more official and feel more formal and perhaps do a little better on your interview. Also, something I didn't do, but I recommend you do, is have your resume printed out, not necessarily for them, but for you, because if you have it printed out, then you can reference it. Like, they asked me about my college involvement, and for some reason, I couldn't think all of it off the top of my head, and so I just named a few things that I could remember. But if you have all this stuff listed out, then that helps so much, and you don't take as much time to answer questions, and it's just really useful. So my tips: dress up, be in a quiet place, try to have the best internet connection possible, have your resume printed out. I think I said that. But yeah, and so just be positive, smile. Smiles always work, even if it's over the phone, because people can tell when you're smiling over the phone just by how you're sounding. So, and they also ask you about your strengths and your weaknesses. So, kind of basic interview things, but just have fun with it. Don't be too nervous. I'll let you know when I find out if I get it. Hopefully I do. Yeah, questions, comments below. Subscribe right on. this side. Alright guys, have a magical day. Bye bye!